Sidereal versus tropical astrology, the real colonization of the sky. You guys know me. I've done a couple of videos about this. It hurts me when people make sidereal and tropical astrology enemies. And it's come back up again. It's the new holy war of the internet. And this is what I see all the time. I see someone get into astrology and then they're like, wait a minute. And then someone comments, you need to do sidereal. Tropical is wrong. And then they're like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Let me research this. And then they're not an astrologer. They're probably a witch, a medium, or something. And a few days ago, they have a video that says, oh my gosh, I'm learning astrology. I don't know. But then they come on here and go, tropical is wrong. Don't you want to know where the stars really are? Then they go watch Star Wars and talk about something being a billion light years away. Ha! So let me get involved into the new holy war, please, because you're going to be very surprised by my answer. So anyway, everyone, like, it goes through cycles. Everyone on here will be like, tropical is wrong. Sidereal is the real one. Western stole it. So let's actually think this through, okay? I love both systems. They are both incredibly beautiful. Both tell the truth. One of them is not mine to teach, and that's important to acknowledge because there has been colonization. I am never one to say that there isn't, but I don't understand how some of you feel so fucking confident talking about shit you have no idea about. Sorry, it pisses me off. Astrology I've studied for so long, but I'm also a witch, spiritual, so I get into circles, and everyone talks about astrology a little bit because it affects everyone, and everyone's mystified by it. Everyone owns the stars. Everyone is intrigued by them because we are them. Here's the thing. Sidereal shows where the energy lives. Yes, it's the coordinate map. The stars are here. This is the constellation. This is the literal sky. People call it fixed stars. And that's one of the big things is their argument is it's on fixed stars. It's fixed. Tropical doesn't equate for the movement. I do this because nothing is fixed in astrology. Except for fixed signs. Everything is moving constantly. The fixed star Regulus, that has always been known as the fixed star of Leo the King, been in Virgo since 2012. Everything moves. Heaven breathes too. Tropical is not about where the stars are. It's not. It's not. It is how the light expresses itself and moves through us. It's the system of seasons and energy expression. Zodiac begins the moment the sun ingresses to 0 degrees Aries. And I know I've been bad at it too. I say enter Aries when actually we mean ingress, but not a lot of people use that word. I need you to understand that ingress in Latin means the act of entering. You don't enter, it's the act of it. Not the location, but the moment becoming. The whole point. Tropical astrology is like the color prism. The light shines through a certain part of the year, hits the earth at a certain angle, and what we see, what reflects back, is Aries or Taurus or Gemini energy expressed. The energy itself is constant light. What changes is the angle, the season, the way we receive it. Sidereal is where the energy resides. Tropical is how the energy expresses. Two languages, same cosmos, both right. They're not enemies. They're twins. Here's where it's going to get juicy. Because, tropical is colonized. It's colonized. And I agree. But I think that's the point. Not in a propaganda way, but in a mirror way. It shows us what colonization does to meaning. It takes something infinite and tries to grid it, tries to clock it, tries to own it. We could still use that grid to track down the power and to see the power that thinks it owns us. We can see its movements. Tropical astrology tells us how the empire works because it's based on man-made seasons, calendars, borders, law. It's kind of the map of the machine. Sidereal tells us what's internal, eternal, underneath. Tropical shows us the costume. When people say tropical is man's astrology, I'm like, exactly. That is why I find it so valuable to study. I've had this belief and theory for a long time, but I could never really have proof of it. And I don't know if I have enough proof to show other people to get them to understand. But I mean, the 2024 campaign with Kamala, we all were like, she's going to win. This is that Saturn. This is this. Saturn wasn't good to her. Why? Or was he good? We all kind of misread it. And that's what they want us to do. But remember, we write the stars. They want Saturn to be the law of time, but he hasn't always been that. And we still have that power. Saturn represents law and structure, and they are man made laws. And watching Saturn in tropical charts tells you exactly about the patriarchy, and it's starting to glitch. What we are dealing with now. Remember when Pluto was in Capricorn and it was the America return? And that's when we saw that all of this was coming, right? All of it was coming. Okay, now Pluto is in Capricorn Sidereal, and it's here. The things that we have been talking about for years are here. And we talked about it for years because tropical astrology told us. Yeah, that's why I'm still studying Kamala's chart. Saturn, her Chiron, the midheaven, everyone thought she would win. Saturn does not reward according to Twitter predictions or us. Saturn rewards integrity. I mean, that's what we're told. And sometimes the reward is going to look like restriction. Because when the so-called masters stop following their own laws, and I mean, they never followed them, but I mean like publicly, like not hiding it, Saturn is going to stop rewarding them. And I feel like I've seen that. It starts rewarding the one for the game for what it is. But the thing is, that's why Kamala could lose, but still gain authority. Because she got to tell the truth about loyalty and power. She's the one that has showed us Saturn. Reading her book, seeing her interviews, it's insane to me how no one supported her. I mean, after that first debate between Biden and Trump, where everyone was like, the Democrats were like, oh my gosh, Biden can't do this. And then they just like pushed Kamala there, but no one supported her. Not even Obama. Obama told her to be loyal to Joe. So I think right now we're having a war of Saturn. With that Pisces and that delusion. We're getting that energy. They have tried to take Saturn and be like, he's ours, he's time, he's control. But he hasn't always been that. Everyone's saying the divine feminine is rising. Is it through Saturn? But yeah, that be loyal to Joe shit, that's how the hierarchy eats itself. So yes, tropical astrology is a bit colonized. We get it from the Greeks, the Romans. But that is who the people that are trying to run us and control us now, that's who they're copying off of. If we're going to predict man in the world, we have to be in the man's game, in the man's calendar. It needs a reconnaissance for sure. We study the system to dismantle it, to see how it's being used against us. We map the man-made sky to free the real one. Remember, nothing is fixed. Not stars, not systems, not thrones. Everything moves, everything evolves. We are evolving with it. So go ahead, do your math, do your light years, do your Star Wars, do your physics. Just remember, the universe doesn't care about who's right. It's about who's seeing. We're not here to pick a side between sidereal and tropical. And I want you, if anyone who's not an astrologer does this debate and tells you that one is wrong, be like, that's incredibly awful. I would never go into a mediumship reading and be like, well, actually, you're wrong because I'm sensing this and this and this. No, I don't do that, even though I'm right in that case. We're here to remember that both are mirrors. One of the soul, one of the system. And if we learn to read both, we stop getting colonized by either. Now grab your snorkel because all the sky daddies are retrograde and we're going to dive into the deep end of the truth. Come on. Oh, and also all the ones that get readings from me and ask me questions all the time. I see you guys on Vedic and Sidereal astrologers being like, oh my gosh, this is so, I can't believe. I don't know why we do the wrong stuff. You didn't say that during our reading. I hate tropical astrologers. Oh, really? You just got to have an appointment with me. Toot my ass.